大家好 Did you miss me? 你们想我没有 Remember me? 我是西歪你的最好朋友菜。今天我跟凯瑞一起梳头发 not 梳头发辫子我的头发 Alright, I'm hanging out with Carol today. She's doing my hair. So I just want to talk about the African student side hustle in China. Alright, China is miles away from home. And how do we do it? Let me spare her the trouble. I'll just go on and tell you who Carol is. Carol is a 5th year medical student at Changhan University, a university here in Wuhan in China. And from her first year, she's been enthusiastic and passionate about what she's doing right now. But we just want to know from her when this started, this road from a passion, not just a wish, to a desire, and then to an intention, and then finally to a passion. She gets to make the hair of so many girls. I can't tell you the number of faces she has put smiles on here in China just from sitting down and learning a craft. As someone said, your job will give you a living, but your work will give you a life. So this is her work she's doing right now, which is giving her a life. I'll show you her pretty face later, but for the fact that she's getting done with this hair and she needs to get back to school. You know, with Carol, before she does your hair, you need to book an appointment 3 weeks before, because she's always fully booked almost every weekend. So tell us about you and hairdressing. Tell us about your relationship with hairdressing. Tell us when you started doing hair for people the very first time, and then how it has gone right now to this point.
When I started braiding?
Yes, literally when you started braiding, what year, and when it went from fun to something that actually puts coins in your pockets.
I started braiding when I was second.
Oh, in second year med school.
This beginning of the 3rd year. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but probably.
All right, somewhere between 2nd year and 3rd year.
Yeah, and that's when I fully started braiding.
All right, how did it start?
How did it start? And
were you ever passionate about braiding back home? By the way, Carol is from Cameroon, just like me.
No, I wasn't. Like literally, I wasn't.
Okay, so what moved you to know that okay, I could braid this girl? I could do something with my hands.
I remember when I came, there were not a lot of people that could braid in my school.
Yeah, that I know. I had that challenge.
They were not also. I wasn't used to other country.
Yes, and because let me cut you right there. Carol is French speaking. She's from Profond. She's from the French part of Cameroon, and getting into China was a little bit of a challenge, because there's a first part about language problem. So she's a French speaking girl, and then comes to a country with a new language, and then she meets other foreigners with whom she has to speak in English. So okay, go ahead, without interrupting, go ahead, just tell us how the braiding came to this full-blown stage.
Yeah, so I was basically trying different things on my own hair. So being in front of a mirror, because I think I had relaxed hair at that time. So, and from home, we all used to just go to the salon, and get plaited, and then finish, you're done. Then you reach in China where you don't know anyone can braid.
Yeah, we actually face that challenge.
Used to people that can braid.
Yeah.
Then you want to be independent.
So it's better from a place of wanting to be independent and not wanting to maybe not feeling free to ask people to help you to braid.
Yeah, and then not being used to other people.
All right.
Yeah, so I started doing, I started doing like weaves. I did once weave on my hair. Then
oh wow, you did a weave for yourself.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good at it. Okay. Then I guess from there people looked at me and were like, maybe she can do something.
Okay.
Right? Then one day my roommate, because we're like living in an apartment, my roommate was like, I do want to try like do me cornrows and all that. Then I was like, I'm not sure, but I'm willing to try. That's the thing with me. I always try.
Okay.
Then I did try, and it came out pretty well. Like I watched it. I went on YouTube, then I watched a video. Then we tried. Then it was awesome for the first time. Really, it was good. Then everyone started in school was like, "Who plated you?"
Yeah,
Looks
word
nice.
went out about you.
Yeah, then it just spread.
Wow.
Then the next time, there was this girl also that I don't know. Someone started plating her, then the person couldn't finish. Then she came in my room at night. She was like, "Yo, I need to go somewhere and I need to finish my hair," but the person can't finish it. Then she was doing single braid. Then I was like, I don't know how to, but she was like, just try something. Then I tried. Then she went. It wasn't bad. Yeah, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as it is right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just how everything started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. So
Then the next time when my friend was there, she was like trying everything new. I would go on YouTube, then watch a video, then try on their hair, and that's how it would go.
Wow. Okay. So when did you find comfort in doing this? Like, sure, this is what I want to do, and what gives you joy in doing this?
I usually when I'm doing someone's hair, I just want the person. I just put
yourself in their shoes, right?
Yeah. I just put the person. I just want. What am I saying? Yeah.
You put yourself in their shoes and you want them to be happy?
Kind of, yeah. I literally, because I like to be nice. I like to look nice as well. But just knowing that someone is giving you the responsibility of the whole beauty, of the whole thing.
I know, right? Does it make you nervous? Like, wow, what if I mess up with this girl's
That's
hair?
the thing. You just want it to be nice, not for the person, but for yourself.
Yes, of course, for your reputation.
If she goes out and people will be like, "Who plated you?"
Yes.
For real. No, it needs to be nice. So
yeah.
when I do it, I want to be the first person to like it before even the person says I like it.
Okay. Yeah. So tell us how this has helped you in your stay in China. Yes, financially.
Yes. So at the beginning, I didn't have time. So when people knew I could plait, then people started asking, "Oh, can you plait?" Then I was like, I don't really have time for all this because school was tough.
I know, med school is tough.
I didn't have the time to manage all that. Then it comes a time where, man, life hits you.
I know, right? You need that money, you need that extra money. And then you decided to do a side hustle,
and then you have to make your plan.
Yeah,
it's cool, yes, but you can manage both.
Yes, you tell yourself, this is not what brought me here, but I could use this for my advantage. Yeah. Right. So at about age 17, my mom, should I say, enrolled me at a salon to learn hairdressing. But at that time, probably I was too naive, and I thought, no, my mates are out there doing holiday classes and doing all the funny ajebota stuff. I couldn't be spotted in a salon learning how to braid hair. This thing is for people who had cigarettes. This thing is for those girls who did not go to school. I've come to school, I have GCE, come on, I have O levels. I couldn't be in a salon, but I'll tell you that for that 1 month that I was in the salon, I learned a lot, and that helped me. That's truly helped me, even though I shy away from doing hair, but I could do my daughter's hair during quarantine, and we could sort out ourselves for basic issues like doing my own cornrows to wear my wigs and all of that. So how do you manage? Literally tell us practically how you manage doing hair, because trust me, you have done hair for a lot of girls and they look really pretty, and these girls are excited and happy. They look glit and glammed up in their hair. My friend Lillian told me I shouldn't steal her hairstyle, so I'm here doing my own hairstyle. So tell me how you managed to put these two together, because I know you're also a good student. I've heard your news. You're also a good student when it comes to your med school. you do not take your work, your schoolwork lightly, and you also do hair excellently. How do you manage these two things?
As I said at the beginning, I wasn't allowing it to take much place in my time. So then comes a time where I didn't have a choice. So I needed money and I needed to survive. So I decided, okay, so let's start with weekends.
Okay.
Weekends I don't have class most of the time. So I can place people on weekend and survive during the week with the money of the weekend.
I know, right? Tell me about it. I know how sweet your own pocket money tastes.
Yes,
it has a certain goo.
So I will basically manage most of my study time during week time. Then the weekend just hustling.
Wow, that's really hustling. Wow.
Yes, so that's how it went. Then the thing is, more people admire your work, more it will go out.
Yes.
So people started, can you do? I don't have time. Then when you keep on saying I don't have time, people just, she doesn't do it. So, and
I know you would tend to feel bad when you turn someone down. you would tend to feel bad. So most of the times you want to push yourself to please these girls because you're like, oh, this girl has an event coming, she has an occasion
coming.
That's
the thing with me. I'm just feeling the person. I'm like, probably she'll be so disappointed. What if she goes and then she doesn't look nice? Then she'll be like,
I know. And saying no is it's a difficult thing to do, but it's an attribute of leaders.
Yes. So
saying no it's not harsh, but it's needed because you cannot always say yes all the time. All right. So I got to book my appointment for this day last month. And I got it all sorted out today. And I'm going to be having these braids for quite a while. I think a month, because the next time we're braiding, I'll need to book another appointment. So I just resorted to, I think I'll book an appointment with Carol once every month. Except she has exams or an activity which will take her away. If not, I'll just book my spot. All right, tell us where you see yourself going after your schooling, after med school in China, as far as hairdressing is concerned. How do you want to match that with medicine?
At the beginning, I wasn't thinking much about placing it. It's just more people are like, you should do it. I mean, I had people coming and telling me, you should open a salon. And I'm like,
no, it doesn't go to that level.
That's not for us. God knows how much I love meeting, so I don't know. But it doesn't mean that you have to be, as I was saying before, monovalent, just doing a single thing in life. So I might not be wanting to be the one plating that salon.
Yes,
it's fun to teach someone.
Yes, and even you can even open up your own hair shop where we have general hair care and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and you live in China, you know better about the wig market, import wigs and stuff like that. Be like a one-stop hair shop. This is me saying that anything that your hand finds to do, that is probably what will give you the extra cash. The learning how to do hair, learning how to do makeup, learning how to do a cake, learning how to win friends and influence people. Those things that they literally do not teach you at school. Those are the things that your hands find to do. And that is what you call your work. What is that USP that you have, that unique selling proposition? It is, you're not the only bank manager, you're not the only teacher, you're not the only whatever you're doing in life, your sport is not unique. You may be good at it, but it's because of a certain ingredient that you've brought to the table, because of what your hands have found to do, which basically is not even which eventually is not even what you studied at school. So education is good, but there's a wide spectrum of it. Okay, as an African student in a foreign country, what do you do to put food on your table? Are you always going to be calling home, please, I need money for this, I need money for that? And you know that as youngsters, we have our own youthful exuberance caprices which we want to fulfill. You will not keep on calling your parents or calling your big brother here or cajoling people, checking through your whole contact list to find who to ask money from. There are things that your enterprise can bring to the table which will fetch you that extra cash. So the hustle continues. Wherever you are, if you're an African student watching me, or if you've been one, shout out to you. Do not restrict yourself to say I have a work visa or I have a student visa. I beg your pardon. I have a student visa and I cannot do anything. There are lots and lots of things that you can do to earn you extra cash. You may have come from a very financially and emotionally stable home, but start learning how to be financially independent as of now. I'm not asking you to jeopardize your schooling. I'm just saying that there are times where instead of partying and doing all those stuff that will not add up to anything, you could sit down and learn something that would fetch you some money. You could sit down and learn a craft that could put 1 and 2 together, so that when you're eating breakfast, lunch, dinner is not only from money from home. And as I said, the money that you have brought in with your own sweat tastes sweeter. When you buy KFC with it, there's another goal that it comes to it, you see. So hustle as an African student so that you start learning the gimmicks, the nitty-gritty of financial intelligence, because it starts right now. Your parents are not always going to be there for you. Start learning how to be independent from this level. All right? Okay, Carol.
And there's something I've learned.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when I was like, I don't have time, you're the one making our timetable.
Yes.
You're the one making time for what you
yes.
want. I might say I don't have time for playing, but you find me 30 minutes wasting maybe on watching a movie or doing something that's useless. But just making a timetable that's favorable, there's always time for what you want.
Yes.
There's always time. So just make it up, start it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. As students, we really tend to waste time watching movies, trying to feel good about a hard time or just relaxing. But because we know we have a student status, everybody knows we are students, we are not working. So when I ask money, I'm entitled to it. But time is yours in your hand to make and to keep.
Be willing to learn. That's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, be willing to learn.
Yeah. Because when I started this, people could come. That's how I keep on learning new stuff. Because every time someone will come with a new hairstyle that you never even
imagine.
Imagine it existed. Be open to learn every time and don't restrict yourself from learning new stuff.
You will not imagine how far you can go. You will not imagine the things that you can do just by sitting down and telling yourself that you can do it. Learning, practicing, it makes you better at anything, and it gives you that cutting edge ability to do it, such that people will think you have learned this thing from way back, not knowing it's just your mind, it's just your imagination telling you, just you communicating with your inner self that you can do this thing, and finally you get it done. And when you want to launch out into something, whether as a side hustle, as a work, not now a job, as your work, what your hands find to do, or that thing that you know that will give you purpose, there are many people who love you so much, they will want to tell you, do not go this way because it's dangerous, do not go this other way because you can't do it, you can't work at this place with your student visa, you can't, no, it's not possible. There are people who always find 100 reasons why it is not possible. So sometimes just do you without even telling them. When you've gone ahead and had the success, just bring it to them. Look, I did this. Be like, huh? Shavina, we all did this school. How did you do this thing? You don't have to explain. You see, success is very loud. When you bring the results and it's successful, that's when people are going to believe what you are doing. So we are done, and this is how it looks like. I look like a 20-year-old. Oh, come on. All right, Carol, comment appelle-t-on cette coiffure?
Lemonade red. I don't know how to say it in French, but yeah.
La limonade. Je crois qu'elle est bien jolie. Elle est...
magnifique.
C'est magnifique.
Yeah. So, this is
je me vante. Parce que ça fait un bail depuis. Wow. This is beautiful. All right. I'm loving it. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. It has been 5 to 6 hours of doing this goodness and mercy that's going to follow me for the rest of the month. No. Throughout the month of May, right up to, in fact, the next month of my life. You're going to be seeing me like this. So, thank you so much. Goodbye. Hey, please subscribe.